CBT News, celebrating 10 years of delivering the news and content automotive professionals count on. CBT News, 10 years strong. Subscribe today. Welcome to CBT News with Bridget Fitzpatrick.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's Chris Riggins with today's top stories.
Thanks, Bridget. As manufacturers increase volume and provide more incentives to price-conscious shoppers, AutoNation, one of the largest car dealership chains in the U.S., anticipates a reduction in new and used car prices this year. The company's profits revealed adjusted earnings of $6.37 per share, the highest ever for a fourth quarter, which beats the FactSet tracked consensus estimate of $5.83 per share. Because of the higher average selling prices of vehicles, revenue increased by 2% to $6.7 billion, which also surpassed Wall Street's predictions. Tesla's CEO chastised the National Highway Traffic Safety Agency for classifying a recent Tesla software upgrade as a recall. NHTSA stated that Tesla's ability to, quote, reach speed limits or proceed through junctions in an illegal or unpredictable manner increases the danger of collisions. According to CEO Mary Barra, General Motors will set itself apart from other conventional manufacturers this year as it completes its transition to a technology company. However, she acknowledges that GM is far from reducing battery costs to the point where EVs are as lucrative as their gas-powered equivalents. Additionally, Barra admitted that it's unclear when or even if EVs can achieve high profit margins, but GM is determined to keep trying to reduce those battery costs and optimize operations, quote, until we lead from a margin perspective. New data indicates that some automakers still feel pinched more acutely than others, despite supply chip shortages improving. Honda informed shareholders that despite the growing semiconductor shortage, it had nonetheless lowered its expected global sales for the upcoming year. According to a report this month from analysts at Bank of America Global Research, using data from S&P Global, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Renault, and Nissan have not been impacted by the shortage so far this year. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next is Lawrence Vaughn, dealer principal of Wise Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We'll be right back.
Delivering the news dealers count on for 10 years. Subscribe today and join thousands of other automotive professionals. CBT News, 10 years strong.
Black managers and dealers face barriers when it comes to access, funding, and other resources needed to thrive in retail automotive. Fortunately, there are programs and associations out there ready to step in and assist. When we last talked to Lawrence Vaughn, dealer principal of Wise Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, he shared his journey through Stellantis' Dealer Diversity Program. On today's show, we're catching up with Lawrence to see how things are going, and we'll also get his perspective on where the industry is today in terms of black representation within the industry. Check it out.
So let me switch gears a little bit here and talk to you about the need in the industry for us to see more minority dealers like yourself that are running dealerships, and not just running dealerships, but have a stake in the dealership, or become dealer principals. Talk to us about that from your perspective. What do you think the industry needs to do so that we've got more Lawrence Vaughns out there?
Well, I think, looking at like visiting NADA a couple of weeks ago in Dallas and looking at NAMAT, there are candidates out there that are looking for, the right opportunity. I think the breakdown is going to be, there's really no rhyme or reason or right way to get to this position. And I think that's where the support has to come from, the OEMs and identifying the candidates. I was very blessed to be in the likes of, Steve Core, Wayde Bradford, Phil Langley, Brian Freeman, and Eric Wong. Those guys, once I put my application in, and they really took priority of pushing the deal through and getting it done. And I think it's, minority candidates, it's it's kind of uncharted territory. There's really no direct path to get to the OEM, to get to a point where you can sit and maybe look at a deal and get a deal structured. But like I say, the individuals that I just mentioned, they were very instrumental in getting me to where I am today. And they're helping me look at, a second opportunity. And those are those are kind of things that, it takes cultivating those relationships. And I think that's where the breakdown is we need to build that bridge that puts the candidate in the hands of the right people that want to, help them usher along. Because I think that's where you get discouraged at is, you see all the brokers having these deals, but, you're talking to a broker, you don't know who at the OEM that you need to speak with. You don't know which direction to go. Sometimes it's even hard to fill out an application for diversity. And I think that's one of the things that can help the situation, because I was at NADA and NAMAD, and there were several candidates there that are eager to get these stores, and they just don't know which way to go,
For the people that are listening that feel as though they might make a great candidate, share with us how long a period of time was it from the time that you first raised your hand to say, hey, I'd like to be considered for a store, to the time that you signed the papers and said, I'm now dealer principal?
I put my application in February of 21, and we closed in October.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Yeah, like I said, it was nothing I did. Like I said, they pointed me in the right direction. Sure. They stayed with the course. I have to thank Ian and Matt for everything that they done as well, because it was just a support system. And, where I'm from, and they always say it takes a village to raise a child. It took a village for me to get this store. So, and that's what it takes, is that kind of support, that kind of encouragement. And, that's what candidates have to look at, is they have to find that those people in the OEMs that are looking to help, that are looking to make sure they get the store. But the main thing is they have to have that support pushing them through.
All right, be sure to watch this interview in its entirety right here at CBTnews.com. That wraps up our show for today, but we invite you to join us back here again tomorrow morning for all the latest news and trends impacting the retail automotive industry. And be sure to follow us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content. Join the #1 most watched newscast in the automotive industry. CBT News, 10 years strong. Subscribe today.